I want people to become part of the solution by becoming more informed. So how does something like this happen?
Well, I didn't understand it and didn't know when it did happen. And I don't know that I completely understand it now, but I've learned a lot through counseling and another program that I go to, and also probation had a part in that too. I've been able to utilize the information and the boundaries that were set before me to discover that the way my life was wrong, and a lot of things, like I wasn't really doing much. I was kind of a heavy drinker, and I would just work and come home and take care of my fatherly duties, some of them, not even much of them, and
Wait a minute, you were kind of a heavy drinker? Were you an alcoholic?
Yeah.
Are you still an alcoholic?
I'm a recovered alcoholic, yes.
Do you go to AA?
I do.
Okay, and that's working for you?
It is, very well.
How long have you been sober?
Over 2.5 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's really great, really is. Now, the program of Alcoholics Anonymous has been good for you, right?
It has. It helped me to develop social skills and to develop actually a relationship with myself that I've come to, like myself today. I was a lost soul before my crime, and
this is what the community has done in response to your sex crime. I'm not sure if you feel like, well, how do you feel about it? Do you feel like they went overboard, or it was just right?
Well, when I came into it and I was pleading guilty, I felt so ashamed and so much remorse that it was like, whatever my consequences are, they are. I'm willing to accept them, And I felt I deserved whatever I got coming to me, And then, but now I see it's not just about me, I see the effects that it has on my youngest son and my older kids, and actually the victim. I was her father for almost 10 years, and the only father she really knew. So, and I know she cares for me a lot, and I care for her also. So there's really, as far as I can tell, it's a lot more than just me. It affects not just my immediate family or ex-family, but also my other family members, like my father and my brother,
Where do things stand now between you and the victim?
There's been a no contact order, so there has been no contact for now 2.5 years. I still don't like that it happened, but and I wish I could erase it, but I can't. So the best thing that I could do with it is use it as one of my tools to see the way I was, so that I don't ever go back there again, and keep moving forward and make progress in my life for a happy, healthy life,
That sounds really smart, and I can't imagine what else a man is supposed to do with a past where he's experienced some major failure. But I'm curious if there's anything you'd like to say to family members who are listening.
I would, actually, and if given the opportunity to mend the past, I'm definitely willing and available for that today. So whatever I can do to set things right it's a priority in my life, should that become available.
And that speaks to your victim, and do you mean her mother as well?
I do.
And anyone else who was affected by this?
Yes, her family, my family, everybody.
You've had 3 marriages. They've all tanked. You've tried to be the perfect dad by pretty much faking it, and it didn't work. And now you live alone?
I have roommates.
Okay. Male roommates?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got some roommates, but essentially you're a man on his own.
Right.
Where do you go from here with your life? Where do you want to go?
I'm not sure that I have like a destination. It's more like enjoying the journey. So I hope to stay in school for the next 8 years or so and discover more of what I want to do. Because I want to either increase in my field and then maybe do a couple other things too that are more like hobby business type.
Okay. And what about relationships?
Relationships.
Yeah,
There's
because
so much to explore.
see, what I find, in my own work with guys who committed sex crimes, I always look at career, friendships, and then their love life. Not just their sex life, but the romance and the nature of the relationship. So it sounds like your career is like right on track. You're growing, you've got a sense of being in the journey. You haven't mentioned friendships, but you did mention AA, and you said that community has really been great for you. I guess you could say you're making friends there?
Yes, I am. Not as many friends as I had hoped. I found a couple of good friends that have really been supportive in my life and been supportive in their life. And I'm always looking for more opportunities to develop good friendships because I think that played a big part in why I became isolated, because I wasn't putting myself out there. So I hope to stay in social environments, not only in AA, but also finding my people out there that I can connect with, Yeah.
And what about the romances? You dating?
I am.
Okay, and what do you usually tell women about your crime?
I do before we become sexually involved as far as getting into the bedroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how's that going? I mean, when you tell women, do they shrink back in horror, or do they deal with it okay, or how does that work out?
I've had 2 relationships in sobriety, and the first one, it was like they really understood. They took an empathetic view, I guess. And the second one was kind of shocked for a day, and she needed some time to think about it, and she decided that it was worth checking out, So, I mean, the relationship and seeing how things would go.
I can't help but notice you've been interested in telling your story now for a long time and being on this TV show. And what do you suppose is the motive for all that? Why are you so interested in doing that?
Well, first of all, it helps me to get it out. I don't talk about it much, and I also know that if it's out there and the community knows more about it, then we can develop more as a society and find ways so other people don't commit sex crimes,
Okay, well, thank you. Thanks for telling me about your sex crime.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me here.
You bet.